3 weeks ago, nobody in the world had read that thesis. Now that's all my opponent wants to talk about. I believe in strong families. I believe from Barack Obama to John Kennedy to Ronald Reagan that the families are the bedrock of society, and I think government policies ought to promote that. I have a long record as Attorney General in the legislature of supporting the incredible contributions that women have made to the workforce. When I was entrusted with the job of being the Attorney General of Virginia, the first thing I did was to hire half of my staff. 5 out of my 10 top deputies were strong, competent, professional, working women. They did a great job. To win that job, my campaign manager back in 2005 was a working woman who did a terrific job in winning that campaign. My wife and daughters are here. My wife's been a working woman for 33 years in and outside of the home during the course of our marriage. Both of my daughters, I have encouraged them and have asked them to reach their highest and best, and they both have master's degrees. And the best evidence that I've got, David, would be my daughter, Janine, my oldest daughter. When Cree and I were running against each other 4 years ago, my daughter was serving in Baghdad, Iraq as a platoon leader, had 25 men working with her. I say that is the ultimate working woman. I supported her. I encouraged her to go into the military and to be able to defend this nation. I'm very proud of her. As governor, I'll use the same philosophy that I've had with my family and in the Attorney General's office, and we will promote people based on merit and ability.
I didn't write when I was 34 years old that working women were a detriment to the family. I didn't write when I was 34 years old that Roe v. Wade ought to be overturned. I didn't write when I was 34 years old that the state ought to be involved in contraception decisions for married adults. What troubles me the most is not that it was written. I mean, that's troubling enough. But Bob, as a legislator, introduced 35 bills to overturn, 35 bills to restrict a woman's right to choose. As a legislator, he voted against equal pay. As a legislator, he voted against child care tax credits. As a legislator, he voted to just so many different things to expand the thesis. The thesis puts in context his entire record. Now, we didn't know about the thesis in 2005, and I'll take responsibility. We didn't have that research done, but we know it now. What's most insidious about the thesis is that it contains a provision that says people don't want this kind of leadership. They're not ready to elect this kind of leadership, and you can't tell them what you're going to do until you're elected. Now, I think Bob's record as a legislator and as Attorney General is enough of a risk. We can't take that risk in the governor's office.